Welcome everyone to my class. Obviously this is not my normal space, so Isabel's here. So I'm gonna do my best and tell me if you can't hear me like last time. Can you hear me okay this time?
Yes,
okay,
better.
Cool. Yeah, let me know if you ever can't hear me because this is kind of like a weird shaped room. But our theme today is off kilter, which is a super fun term, which means not, oh my God,
I need a phone charger, I'm sorry.
Which means not aligned or balanced. And so we're going to be doing a lot of balance today. In fact, like almost entirely balanced, or we'll be doing a lot of 1 foot, 1 arm things. So it's going to be very fun. Any questions, thoughts, feelings before we begin? As always, take any modifications you need, sit out one, add in things, whatever you're feeling. Ryan brought kettlebells to add in, so feel free to add in anything you want to the workout. All right, happy you all are here. All right, we are going to start on our backs today with a glute bridge. So you can lay on back and start to press your low back on the ground. So we're going to find that neutral spine. So kind of tucking the hips here, really starting to squeeze the glutes. Again, kind of press the shoulder blades back on the ground too. And we'll lift up into a glute bridge here. So the hips can really just be hovering a couple inches off the ground. They don't have to be up too high. And then really just start to dial up that glute engagement. So really keeping that weight out of your low back here. We're gonna heel toe that left foot to the middle, and then you're just gonna hover that right foot a couple inches off the ground. So you're just hovering that right foot, lifting it up a couple inches. That left glute is gonna turn on real quick. So squeezing that left glute. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then we're going to extend it out into our straight leg, and we're going to abduct here. So keeping that toe flexed, we're extending out to the side and back in. Again, that pelvis is staying neutral the whole time here. Is that left glute burning yet?
Oh, yeah.
Good. Core is engaged here too. We'll do 3, 2, good. Knee bent here. Last one, and we're going to just internally and externally rotate in the hip here. So again, the movement is coming from your femur and your acetabulum. So make sure this isn't coming from your knee. It's coming from the hip joint instead. 3, 2, and down. All right. Whew. That glute is fired up. Let's see how the other one does. So heel toeing that right foot. We're just going to hover that left foot, just like literally 3 inches off of the ground, and you'll feel that right glute.
All right, let's see.
Yeah, my right is also significantly stronger. So just hovering here. You may feel the hamstring also start to fire up as well. We'll stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and straighten out. We'll abduct this left leg. So remember keeping that pelvis neutral, so not letting that left hip bone drop down. Really dialing up that right glute. 3, 2, 1. Coming to 90 degrees, and we'll internally and externally rotate that left hip this time. Getting some fluid to run towards our hip joint. Good. 3, 2, 1, and down. Before you lower those hips, we're doing one last little thing. So we're just going to alternate lifting one heel and dropping it. So we're alternating lifting one heel, dropping, other heel, dropping. So just starting to warm up some of the fascia in your ankles and in your calves. So just alternating back and forth, lifting one and then the other. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and finally can lower those hips. I know Isabel loves our glute bridges, so hopefully she survived. All right, hands behind the head, elbows. I see her camera coming on. All right. Elbows are pointed up towards the ceiling. Lower back is pressed down into the mat. Feet are on the ground. Take an inhale. Exhale and lift up off those shoulder blades. We're going to extend that left leg straight. Again, pressing the low back into the ground, peeling those shoulder blades up. Good. Foot down and lower. Good. Exhale and lift up. This time we're straightening out that right leg. Again, really pressing down with the core here. Good. Foot down and lower. Exhale and lift up. We're straightening out that left leg. This time reaching that right arm straight up. So like daggering it basically into the ceiling here. Good. Hand behind your head, foot down and lower. Inhale, exhale, and lift up. Right leg, left arm. We're daggering that left arm towards the ceiling. Hand behind your head, foot lowers. Inhale, exhale, and lift up that left leg. Right arm, this time you're dropping the left leg as you extend that right arm to the back. So right arm is back, left foot is down. We're bringing them up just one time together. They don't have to touch. And then bringing them down and lower. Inhale, exhale, and lift up. We're straightening out that right leg, left arm. And then we're dropping that left arm and right leg down. And then bringing them together just one time. And coming down, whew, and lower. So you can stay with that. I'll give you an add-on if you want. Inhale, exhale, and lift. Left leg, right arm. We're dropping back, extending, and then here you can come out to the side and then back in. Exhale and back in. So we're adding in some of that off kilter. Inhale, exhale, and lift. Right leg, left arm. We're extending out, coming to the middle. Here you can add in that off kilter. So that right leg goes out to the right, left arm goes back, extending and back in. All right, so we're gonna put that all together and it's gonna be great. Inhale, exhale, and lift up. Left leg, right arm. We're extending to the middle, coming out to the side, back to the middle. We're doing 3 of these at your own speed. So to the middle, opening up to the side, back to the middle, and down. Last one, opening out to the side, back to the middle, down. Ooh, ow. All right, last one. Inhale, exhale, and lift up. So right leg, left arm this time. So you're dropping them both towards the ground, bringing them to the middle, opening up from the middle, back to the middle, and down. We're doing 3. Ooh, it burns. Last one. And down. Ooh, hopefully the core is warmed up a little bit. That was a hard one. All right, feel free to grab some water, take a second, and we'll hop right into our circuit today. All right, so our interval today is 30 seconds of exercise A, 30 seconds of exercise B, and then 45 seconds of the first 2 combined. So our first one is kind of more of a warm-up one, although I think it's going to add up pretty fast. So our first movement will be a bird dog. I'm going to show you from this angle because I think it's easier to see. So we'll have, again, remember finding that neutral pelvis, that right arm, left leg. And our first movement for 30 seconds is crunching. You don't have to touch them. It's up to you. And then our second movement, I'm going to show you from, I guess, this perspective, is you'll have it extended and you're going to kind of similar to the core, like open and close. So that right arm is going to the right, left leg to the left, and then your combo be to the middle, out to the side, middle, out to the side. I would like to point out that Ryan is just doing reps of things over here while I'm demoing this. So that is a scene and a half. All right, does that make sense to everyone? And then we'll do the other side. All right. So we're starting with that bird dog. So right arm, left leg. Starting in 3,
why you're so
2,
accusatory.
1. So right arm, and we're just crunching in and back out. Again, trying to keep that neck neutral here, not trying to drop the pelvis too much. And again, taking this at your own speed. And you can feel the off kilter here a bit. So extending, core is engaged, and back. 10 seconds, and then we'll move into that second one in 3,
How do you combine these?
2, 1. So opening and closing here. So that right arm goes to the right, left leg goes to the left. So this is really going to fire up the glutes. So you were kind of abducting with that back leg. Ooh. Core is still engaged here. All right, getting ready for that combo in 3, 2, so 1, extension, and then 1 to the side. Again, taking this as slow as you need, or if you want to speed it up. Ow, this is deceivingly difficult.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Good, halfway here.
My strong side too.
This is also my strong side. Good, 15 seconds left. Quite a good warm up, am I right? All right. Good, final 5, 4, 3, 2, 15 seconds off, then we'll go to the other side. Ow. Feel free to give that wrist a nice roll, although it's gonna get a break here. I think I killed Ryan already. All right, 3, 2, 1. So we're back into those crunches, extending. Again, your knee and elbow don't need to touch.
What's up?
Hi, Bob.
You want to join the workout? Nope. No. Okay.
Pelvis is staying neutral, so is the neck. Finding some of that balance here. You could just use wine bottles to do your curls. All right, getting ready for that second move in 3, 2, 1. So right leg out to the right.
Oh my
left
God.
arm.
Are you kidding me?
Okay.
Oh my God.
Good. So abducting that right leg.
Mom, he bought more.
Can we just 10 seconds, and then we're going to combine them here. We're having a blast at the Powers household. All right, combining 3, 2, 1. 1 crunch in, and then 1 opening. Crunching in. So again, making sure that pelvis is staying neutral the whole time here, not letting the neck drop. Again, the knee and the elbow don't have to touch. You're halfway. This side actually feels easier.
Yeah, right?
The other one. Good, final 15 seconds. You got this, Ryan. My whole torso is on fire. Good, 3, 2, 1, and take a breather. Nice job, everyone. You can give your wrists, Isabel looks tired. Give those wrists a quick roll. And we'll move on to our next interval. All right, our next one is a fun one. They're making a scene because Bob bought more wine in case all of my fans want an update. All right, just kidding. Our first move, so finding that neutral pelvis here, is going to be a 1-leg curtsy lunge. So this can be as small as a movement as you need or as big. There we go. So we'll start with our right leg. We're bringing that right leg behind as if you were going to come into a curtsy lunge and then up into a lift. So bringing that knee behind. Ooh, that was a bad one because I fell, but you know what I mean. Be working on that balance and then coming back into that knee drive. That's our first one. Our second one is just going to be like a 1-leg deadlift. So tipping at those hips, finding that balance, and then lifting back up. You can also add in the knee drive if you want. And then our combo, we're coming to that curtsy lunge into our one leg deadlift. Got to work on my balance there, but you know what I mean. And then we'll go to the other side. Ryan is choosing to use a kettlebell. If you have weights, you're welcome to use them. Let's do it. All right, 3, 2, 1. So 30 seconds, one leg curtsy lunge. So bringing that right leg behind the left.
Touching the leg to the ground.
Yes, you're not touching the leg to the ground. Again, trying to keep that pelvis neutral. You can always have a hand on something if you need a little extra stability. So we're finding some of that off kilter movement here. And that knee should still not be going in front of your toes. So you're kind of hinging back and behind. All right, coming to that one leg deadlift in 3, 2, 1. So tipping at the hips, coming forward. And then if you want to drive that knee up, you're welcome to. Same movement of hinging back. And you also can always hold on to something too for a little extra balance practice. Yeah, that left leg is fired. All right, we're combining in 3, 2, 1. So that right knee comes behind, one curtsy lunge, and then one leg deadlift coming up, one leg curtsy lunge, one leg deadlift. So this is some great balance practice. Take it at your own speed here. I'm not the balance whiz either. I need this class as much as everyone else does. Good, halfway here, 15 seconds. This leg is steamy. Ryan asked for the balance, so. Good, 3, 2, 1, 15 seconds off, shake it out. We're going to that other leg. So starting on the right leg this time, that left foot is coming behind for our curtsy lunge. Starting in 3, 2, 1. So left leg comes behind. We're just in that curtsy lunge here. So you can kind of even just start by internally rotating that knee and then just bringing it behind if that feels better. I'm blocking the lights. So as if you were stepping behind for a curtsy lunge. All right, 3, 2, 1, coming to that deadlift. So hinging forward, pelvis is staying neutral. Again, you can always keep one hand on your core and then one hand on your low back. And sometimes that helps me check in. Sometimes it makes me fall. So really whatever works best for you. All right, we're combining them in 3, 2, 1. So that left knee comes behind and then coming into one leg deadlift. That left knee comes behind. This is a burner and a half. These are all just some endurance. I love it.
I'm gonna feel this in the morning.
I love this. This is fun. It's a lot of deep engagement. Good, 15 seconds left here. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Nice job, everyone. Take a second. I'm going to grab a sip of water. All right. Let's see. Next up, we are back on the mat. So our first exercise, actually, McKenna and I did this in a lit class last week, and I stole it because I loved it so much. So shout out to Laura Hyman. So we'll be in a modified side plank here. So I'm going to show it from this direction. So we're in a modified side plank, lifting up that top leg, and you're going to bend the knee and just bring it into like, you know, a knee extension and then extending it back out. Knee extension, stepping back out, knee extension, like you're kicking a wall. And then our second move, we're gonna be in a low lunge, and we're gonna press up into an airplane and then back down into a low lunge. Pressing up into an airplane, back down into a low lunge, and then the combination will be here. We'll bring that knee in, plant it, come into that low lunge, press up into the airplane, coming down and extend. It's a good one. All right, here's my timer. All right, coming into a one leg side plank here. We'll start on our right hand, so our left leg is lifted. Remember, you can always kick that foot out or keep it underneath, whatever feels best. In 3, 2, 1. So lifting that top leg, and then knee comes to knee to hip extension, and then to flexion, so pressing to the back. You can look down at your hand, you can look right in front of you, just trying to keep that neck neutral and sliding the shoulder blade down the back, so you're not crunching that shoulder up into your ear. So again, working on some of that glute engagement here as well. We'll switch the low lunge to airplane in 3, 2, so planting, and then we're coming into that press off into our airplane, tucking the toes, coming back down.
We're going for some brain mapping.
We are going for some brain mapping. Nice job, Ryan. Wow. So pressing up into that airplane. And again, this is a great way to get into those glutes. We're pressing off that back foot, kind of like the grounded class I taught. So let's get grounded, or staying grounded. So really squeezing. All right, combining here in 3, 2, 1. So we're starting in that modified side plank position. You're stepping, tucking that back toe, extending up into that airplane and back down. So we're bringing that knee forward, stepping, pressing up into that airplane, landing those back knees and kicking back. Tucking the toes, pressing, ooh, that left glute.
You're tearing up my knee.
I actually really love this movement. It's very functional too.
Every single one of these exercises has been mayhem.
Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 15 seconds off. Ryan's dying over here. All right, going to the other side. So same thing, starting on that left palm, that right leg lifts in 3, 2, 1. So knee extends and then, or flexes and then extends. So this time we're getting into the other side. Still, I sometimes like even checking in on my shoulder blade, making sure, yeah, there you go, Ryan. Oh. Core is engaged. All right, we're coming to that low lunge to airplane in 3, 2, 1. Low lunge, pressing up, off into that airplane. So part of it is lightly lowering on that back foot, coming back down, and then pressing back off. Just hovering, lowering, and down. Getting ready for that combo here. In 3, 2, 1. So we're starting in that side position, that knee flexes, plants, we move the pelvis, and we press off, we lower, down. Take this at your own speed. Planting, extending, off, landing, lowering that knee. Yes. Oh, yeah. This feels so good. Getting deep into those stabilizer muscles to help us find that balance. You can see we're off kilter in a variety of positions here. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. That was a fun one. All right, I'm gonna grab another sip of water. We have 2 left. Can everyone see that? Ryan is on a pillow on the ground. All right, next up is going to be honestly a rough one. So sorry, friends. So we're going to be doing a one-leg inchworm into a plank bird dog. So I guess it probably is easiest actually to start in a one-leg down dog. And then we're going to, yeah, but it's kind of like an extended down dog, and we're going to walk back and stand up on that one foot, and then walk out into a plank position, walking back. So we're just on that one foot and extending. So that's our first exercise. Our second one, I'm going to give a bunch of options because I think it's going to be really hard to do it for 30 seconds. So our second exercise will be a one-leg plank. So extending one arm and back down is the hardest option. I think it'll be easier to do during the combo because you'll have one and then you'll get to put your hand back down. But if you want to just do kind of similar to what we did in the bird dog where you extend and lower, so I'm like lifting and lowering, you can do that. Or if you want to try the challenge of extending from a plank position, feel free to try that, or just play around and see what feels best, or you can just stay in a one-leg plank. That's an option too. So many options. All right, let's start in that one-leg plank position. We'll start with our inchworms. All right, starting in 3, 2, 1. I'm going to start on my right leg. So walking back to a standing position. Ooh, again, using that glute to stand up, and then coming back down, walking out into that plank. Walking back up on that one foot. It's okay if you fall, remember. There's no perfect. Using that glute. Pressing back. Oh, that one leg stand is hard. All right, 3, 2, we're coming to a one leg plank here. So you can stay here, and you can try to lift that right arm and then lower it, or you can drop down on that left knee and kind of find that same position you did before in our bird dog. I know this one's a rough one. Good, getting ready for that combo in 3, 2, 1. We're walking back into that one leg inchworm, and then walking forward, and then we're lifting that right arm just one time, and again you can always drop down to that knee and lifting. I know, mother of pearl, man. Walking forward into that one leg plank, you can lift up that right arm, or you can just keep the inchworm. Oh. 15 seconds. I know the stand up is very hard. Sorry for these weird noises. All right, 3, 2, 1. I warned you, that was a rough one. All right, we're going to that left leg. I'm sweating. We'll start in that one leg plank in 3, 2, 1. So walking back this time. Feels so fresh on this leg. Worse. Walking out into that one leg plank. Leg. Good. Bet I could combine all of these together. That would be kind of fun.
No.
I won't do it today, but maybe at some point. All right, coming to that bird dog in plank in 3, 2, 1. So you can stay here and you can lift and lower that left arm. You can drop down on that left knee and lower here. Remember, we're staying here for 15 seconds. We're in our 30 seconds.
Oh, I was doing combo.
Almost to the combo. Good. 3, 2. All right, let's go. Walking back, standing up. Whew. And then as we walk down, getting ready to lift up that left hand from our plank. And then walking back. You can always lower down that knee. All right, Ryan, let's see it this time.
What?
Lifting up that left hand. Other arm.
No.
Yeah.
If I do that, then I fall.
No, you don't. There you go.
Oh. I thought it was the opposite hand of the.
No, it's the same arm.
Oh, fuck.
All right, almost there. So left arm reaches. 3, 2, 1. Ow. All right, this last one's less bad, I promise. It's a good one to end on. All right, so our first exercise, so this is where, I took some creative liberties with off kilter. So our first is a sumo squat.
Yeah, I gave you the, I need proper credit.
Okay, Ryan gave me some of this one. So we're in our sumo squat. So you can have the toes turned out or you can have them in, whatever feels best. And we're just coming to a sumo squat for the first 30 seconds. And then our second 30 seconds, crucial that you see my feet here, is we're coming in that sumo squat to heel raises. So again, a kind of a different definition of off kilter here. And then for our combo, we'll do one squat and then one squat to heel raise, one squat to heel raise. It's gonna be fun. Whew, I'm out of breath. Let's go. Starting in 3, 2, 1. So we're in that sumo squat and we're just, you can do pulses, you can lift and lower, again, keeping that neutral pelvis here. Again, you can add in a kettlebell if you would like, as long as you're keeping that core engaged here, those adductors starting to light up. Chest is lifted. Getting ready for those heel raises in 3, 2, 1. So staying low this time, and just, you can either keep the heels lifted or you can lift and lower the heels. Your choice. I'm gonna try to keep them lifted, but you can lift or lower, whatever feels best for you. Again, that pelvis is staying nice and neutral. Getting ready for the combo here. In 3, 2, 1. So one squat and then one squat to heel raise. One squat to heel raise. Again, those adductors that really help you with those balance exercises too are helping out here. You can always just lift 1, 2 if that feels more accessible to you. You never have to lift both heels. Good, 15 seconds left. Ow. Good, 3, 2, 1. 15 seconds off. We'll go through that one more time. To the windows, to the walls. Okay, round 2. Everyone's looking good. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. So back into that squat here, lifting and lowering, checking in on that pelvis. Sometimes I find it really helpful to put my hand on my back so that I know I'm not arching or tucking too much. I'm keeping a neutral pelvis. Good, getting ready for the heels in 3, 2, 1. So maybe you just want to hold the heels up. Maybe you want to lift and lower. We're holding here for 30 seconds. Dialing up the adductors. And Ryan has added in some rows. Always giving those additions, if you ever want to add them on. Checking on the shoulders here. We're not rolling forward. All right, combining in 3, 2, 1. So one squat into that heel raise. Squat, heel raise. Last time here, and then we're finishing out with some core. Ooh, Ryan, what a body pump move.
I know, right?
The squat into the, yeah, wow. Now can you pause the row at the top? Good, 15 seconds. Ow. Good, 3, 2, 1. Nice. All right, we're ending with some core Tabata to finish it off today. So our first 20-second, we have 4 exercises for our Tabata, and we'll go through it twice. So first movement is shoulder taps. So we'll be in that plank position. You can also have the knees lowered, and we'll do an opposite hand. And again, you're trying to avoid the hip dips. So try to keep the hips as centered as possible. Second exercise is arm raises. So extending that arm out in front of you, back and forth. Again, you can have the knees on the ground. Third is rows. So elbows come straight up. Again, we're finding all of our different balance exercises. And then this last one is funky. It's a funky dolphin. So
God.
I recommend starting maybe from your mat, and you're gonna have one arm down like this, and then one hand, and finding our dolphin. So tucking the toes, lifting up. It's gonna feel super funky because one arm is on the ground and that hand is lined up with your forearm. We'll hold that for the 20 seconds, and then the next time we come around, we'll do it on the other side. We ready? All right, starting with the 20 seconds of shoulder taps in 3, 2, 1. So finding that plank position, whatever that means to you, and opposite hand, opposite shoulder. You can always have knees on the ground. That neck is staying neutral here. So trying to honestly avoid being off kilter here. So finding a lot of control and stability.
A little shift, right?
3, yeah, 2, 1, 10 seconds off. We'll go into arm raises. Yeah, definitely there's some shift. You can't take all the shift out. 3, 2, 1. So arm raises, lifting that arm out to the front. So lifting and back down. Maybe even see if you can slow it down a little bit. Good. 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds off. We'll go into our rows.
What they are, those?
3, 2, 1. So elbows lift straight up, back down. Same concept here. Try not to move the hips too much. Good. 3, 2, 1. All right, bringing that right forearm down, left hand across, left palm. We're coming to that funky dolphin in 3, 2, 1. Tucking the toes, lifting the hips, trying to find a relatively neutral pelvis here. Ooh. Nice job, everyone. Keep it up. Good. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're going back to the beginning here. Back into the shoulder taps. In 3, 2, 1. Opposite hand, crosses. You can always also bring the feet wide. That helps control a bit. Good. 3, 2, 10 seconds off. Coming into those arm raises, extending out in front of you. 3, 2, 1. Lifting in front and lowering. Oh, these ones are hard. Good. Core is engaged and stable. 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds off. Coming into those rows. So elbows are pulling straight up. Oh, 3, 2, 1. Lifting the elbow straight up, planting. Rolling the shoulder blades down to the back. Here, try not to protract the shoulders too much. My core is dialed in. 3, 2, right forearm down, left forearm down, right hand, palms in 3, 2, 1, and lift those hips into a funky dolphin. Holding here. Good. 3, 2, 1. You have made it. Nice job, everyone. Grab some water. We'll do a couple quick stretches. All right. Anything that anyone's feeling in particular that they would like to stretch out during this stretch? I have a couple of things planned, but if there's anything else that people are really feeling like they need to get, let me know. Okay. Let's start on our back, actually. So come on your back. You're going to kind of hug those knees in, and then we'll just come to a nice little circle here, rolling out the low back. You can find both ways if that feels good. Just a little release for the low back here. And then we're going to hug those knees in and then drop them both over to the right side. And then bringing the arms out to the side. Nope, like both arms out to the side. And we're going to open the book. So opening, getting an opening in that chest, and then closing the book again. So opening up the chest here, keeping this out of your low back, and then closing again. So getting that nice big chest opening here, and closing. One more. Good, opening up that chest. Good, closing. And then we're gonna do one last thing while we're here. So you're gonna bring that right or the left arm just up and around. So as far as you can go. Ryan, try this. So bringing it up and around, kind of like a circle above your head. So you're really getting some opening in that whole shoulder joint. One more. Good, we're coming back to the middle. So bringing those knees into center, crossing the right leg over the left. So you can stay here, or you can start to hug that left knee in if that feels good. Getting some opening in that glute. See if you can do it without just pulling that left leg in. So see if you can make this more of a dynamic movement. Good. Lowering that left foot, we're going to straighten out as much as you can, that right leg, and we're going to point and flex. So working on some of that ankle mobility. So we're pointing and flexing that toe, pointing and flexing. Your ankle is going to heat up really fast here. That ankle flexion is quite difficult. And then we're going to move the foot like internally and externally rotating it. So foot comes in and out here. Good. You can bend that knee, bring both of those knees in again, and we'll drop over to the other side, bringing those arms out. And then we're opening that book. So opening up to that chest and the thoracic spine, and then closing it. Opening up that thoracic spine, and then closing it. Oh, yeah. This feels so good. Good. Last one, and then we'll come to that reach up and over. So coming to a circle here. So getting a lot of opening in that whole shoulder joint. Good, last one. And then we'll bring those knees back to the middle, this time crossing the left leg over the right, so you can stay here or you can kind of hug that right leg in, whatever feels best for you. Again, keeping that low back on the ground. Planting that right leg, extending out that left leg. We're pointing and flexing our toes, so working on that ankle mobility here. Pointing and flexing, releasing the fascia around our ankle. And then you can internal and externally rotate the ankle and the hip. All right, come on, sit on up. We have one last stretch. We're gonna just get to our neck really fast for some neck release. So let's see, right hand comes on the ground, and then this head is gonna drop down towards that right arm. So you can have that chin open, but you still want it to be tucked. And so if this feels okay, stay here. If you want to look down more towards like your armpit, you'll feel a different kind of stretch down the back of your neck. If you want a little bit extra, you can extend that left arm out and feel some extra opening all the way down into the deltoid. Always keeping that chin tucked, so you're getting maximum control here. Good. If you are looking down at your armpit, open it back up so you're looking more forward. We're going to take this hand and kind of press the hand back into your head so that you're really pressing the head back into the skull. And then you can take the hand and lift it back up to center. We'll come to the other side. So the left hand can be down and we're starting to drop the neck down towards your shoulder. So you can keep the head here if that feels good, or you can start to look down towards the armpit. You can extend that right arm out this time, so getting some opening. Got a lot of neck tension. Good. If you were looking down in your armpit, you can open it back up. We're taking that left hand and kind of pressing it back into our skull, like you're stacking your skull on your spine, and then lift it back up to the middle. Woo! And then you can just come to some shoulder rollies, whatever feels good here. And you made it. I'm going to stop the recording.